for this you need to create a display properties. Okay, so what are the display property, what are the elements we need to mention? So let's check. So here first one is a grid container. So grid container is created using a, see here, so I will give the class name. So class name is what? G container, right? So G container of, so I'll be giving the first thing is display grid, and I'll have a grid templates column. So grid template column is to assign the column. So how many columns are there? So here we have 1 and 2, right? So 2 columns. So I will mention it as an auto. So you can give a pixel values or you can give it as a auto. So auto means it will automatically calculate. Okay. So and then if you want to mention some gap between that, then you can mention some gap. So I'm giving a gap of some 10 pixels. Okay, and also you can also mention the background color if you want, but this is a picture actually, so let's give some color values. Okay, and if you want a padding also, so the distance between the text and the content, so content and the border box. Okay. So this is how I have created. So let me check so how it is working. So now if you run this, just go up, you can see 4 images, that is 2 columns. If you mention this to be in a 4 column example, I'm giving it as a auto, then what happened, it will be in the 4 columns. Okay, so you can also mention like this. And if you there is some child, that is you, if you want to set some properties for this child, that is for the images, then you can do that. So what is the class name? So this G item. So within this G item, I'm giving some background color. Background color is going to be some pink. Okay, and text should be in the center. And if possible, I can also add the padding. So it is 20 pixel 0, and then font size. So I will add the text also. Groceries. So like this, I'm just giving some names. Okay. Like this, I've given. So let me check. So what happened? So here you can see how the images has been displayed. So there is some colors which I've given. The images is here. If you want to increase the width and height also, you can do it. I can give this to be 100%. Let me check. So what happened? So this is in some 100%. Okay. So like this, you can give up values. Okay. And if you are trying to increase the height of the rows, so this is one row and this is one row, right? So I'm trying to increase the height. So how can I do that? Just go up here, you can go and give it as grid templates rows. Okay, so in this I will give something as 400 pixels and some 600 pixels. Let's check. So here you can see this is in 400 pixels, so this is in 600 pixels. Okay, this also you can do it. And what are the other things we can do? So there are some grid items we can make. So we can make some arrangement. For example, I'm just copying one more thing. Okay, Let it be like this. So there are some same thing has been repeated. Okay, I'm just going to combine this. So how I can combine this? So let's go here. That is for this G item. I'm just giving a name as G item 1. Okay. So go up here. I will give some special things for that G item. So like G item 1. Okay. Within this, I will mention the grid column. It's gonna be, it should see here. It should start from here. That is a line. So it will start from the line 1, 2, and 3. So up to 3 it will take. So I'll give 1/3. So now you can see the entire image has been taken like this. Okay. So this is how you'll be doing. And you can also do the grid row also. That is also possible. So for that, you need to do this. See here. What I will do is I'm just going to merge this and this, the foods and groceries. So let me go down, sorry, here itself. First you need to change the name what you're going to do. So here I'm giving it as a 6, JNTU 6 dot G item 6. Within this I will give a grid row. So it will be, starting from 1 to some 3. Okay, so for this, wait a minute, let me change this to be this part. Okay, now you can check it has been expanded like this. Okay, so this is how we can create a grid. So this is a very simple example. And also we have something called as a CSS Flex. So CSS Flex is like you can go with the Flipkart website. So in an interview point of view, if they ask what's the difference between grid and flex, you need to mention that is flex is a single directions, and grid is a multiple directions. Example you see. So you can take this images. So see here it is in single directions, right? It is in column wise, right? Or it can go with a row wise. So this is the two things you can do. Okay, you cannot do both the thing here. Okay, so for this I will create one container. Okay. So in this place I'm creating div class f container. Okay, and then within this just close this div. We'll be having some elements. So I'm not going to give any name. So I'm going to give it as div. Just image. So I'll take this one. Okay, so just copy this. This to be an PNG file. Okay, so PNG src PNG. run this program. So then we got this one. So better I will create it in a new file. New file, save as. So I'm saving this file to be html1.html. So I'll type it again. So inside this we will have head, so here in the head element, what I will do is I will create a style, right? So style slash style. So inside this, I will create something. So dot C container. So here I will mention some information. So what is like example? First I need to give a display as a flex. And I'm giving some background color. So background color, so okay, and then what I will do is I'll doing like dot C container in div. Okay, so inside this and also I'm giving a background color is green and the margin something called as 10 pixel, and I'm giving some padding also for this 20 pixel. So moreover, whatever you create, just give this padding and margin. Okay. So size of some 30 pixels. So check so how it will be. This will be a different file. So that go to this folder. Start with this. Uh, Actually, this is in very extra size, so I'll change the image file size to be a width. So that is some 100 pixels. Like this, some 100 pixels. See here like this it will be, the images will be placed like this. Okay, so you can adjust the paddings and the thing whatever you want. And also we have some one option that is called as a flex direction. So how you want it. So for example, if I give it as a column, so what happens is it will be in a column base, it will be in a mobile mode. Okay, you can also do it using a row wise. If you change this to be a row wise, so what happened? It will be in this row wise. Okay, and we have one more property that is a flex. So if I'm giving this to be a wrap, okay, and I'm extending these things. See here, paste, paste. Let's run this. You can see what happened. So it is going out of this border. Okay. So but if you mention this gonna be a wrap, so if you run this, you can see it will be like this. So the grid, the two-dimensional can be applied only if we use a flex directions and flex wrap. Okay. Otherwise, it will not be you will not be getting this output. Okay, clear? So next one is if we are trying to give some important things, like if I'm trying to give some flex items and would arrange, then I will go with some values. Example, there are some different values for this, like order. So order will go last. First one is a flex pro. Flex pro is see here. Here I have so many elements, right? But particularly if I take some elements, okay. So I will go with this DAV container, and I'm just giving the style, and I'm giving this style to be a flex row, and I'm mentioning the value to be some paint. So now you can see this has been extended somehow, right? So like this you will be doing. So if I increase that to be some value, so let's see. So what happens? 1 minute now. Okay, ma'am. So here, so we are just increasing. So if example, I'm just giving this to be 0, and I'm giving this style to be flex grow 1. So if you check, so it has been shrinked somehow. Okay, so this is what the usage of flex grow, and we also have something called as flex string. So it is opposite that. So it will not string that a particular element. Okay, for that we are going for this thing, and we are have one more property, that is align self. Example, mm, so I'll set some height for this. Okay, let me set some height for all the things. So I'll take this gonna be a graph. Okay, I'm just removing this, and I don't want this much elements. I'm removing some 5 containers. Okay, so I just have only a simple container. So now what I will do is I just go, and inside this, okay, inside this I will mention some height of the whole container. So if for example I'm giving some 400 pixels, okay, and when you get down, so I'll be giving some values. So inside this I'm going to give a style is equals to align, and it has some value. So this is a property, so obviously it has some value, right? So I'm giving this to be a center. So see here, this a value alone, it is in the center. Okay, right? And if you want that to be in the starting point, then just copy this and here in this place. Okay, I'll use this to be a flex start. Then what happened? It will be the starting point, it will not be at the bottom. So if you want some container to be at the end or the at the bottom, then just change this to be a flex end. see here, it is in the name. Okay, so this is the usage of thing. Okay, so next is if I try to add some align content. So align content in that is in grid. So we'll see what it is. Okay, it is very very important. So when you go for an interview also, they will definitely ask this question. So what is that is align content. Okay, so align content is how we are going to align a content within the thing. Okay, so just go, and we already created. So I'll create one more container. So I'll take some simple container here. Container div, it is class. It's gonna be giving this to be G container div. Okay, in this I'll mention some different container. Example div1. I'm not going to import some images. I'm just giving the text. So create some 6. Okay. So now just go up .g container. So in this G container, what are the things we need to give? So you need to mention the display. So that's going to be your grid, right? So guys, at the sharp 5:55, sorry 5:45, you have to join the expert session. Okay. Okay, great. And I'm giving justify content. The center, or I will give this to be a space evenly. We have so many values we'll discuss. Okay, and also I want this to be columns. So 50, it could be 50 pixels. That's enough. And also I need some gap. So mentioning this to be a 10 pixel. Background color. Adding, it's going to be 10 pixels. And next to this, we'll be having this one .g container. And I'm just going to apply for all the div containers. So which is under this G container. Okay, so for that I'm applying some colors. Text align, it's going to be center. And padding, giving some 20 pixels 0, and font size. Like this it will be. So let's check so what will be the output. So you can see the each and every container has a space, even spaces, right? And also to change this value to be center, it will be the all the elements, it will be in the center. So you can assign this in many of the puzzle games this is happening, right? So you can also design using this CSS flex concepts. Okay, and you can also give sorry, start, and we have something called as end. Okay, and space between, so the values will be equally split that using the space between, and then space after the space between, we have something called as space evenly, the space around. Space will be, space around will be equalized. So see this output. So this length, if example I take this to be in 1 centimeter, and if you see this length, it will be in a 2 centimeter. Why? Because so this 1 centimeter, the overall the space around this container should be a 1 centimeter. Okay, and the next thing is a space evenly. So space evenly. So in space evenly, what happens is, see here, all the element, it has the same spaces. Okay, from here and for this and this, everything will be the same. So this is all about a grid. And also we have one more option. So that is nothing but justify content. So justify content is also the same, but sorry, the align content. Align content, we need to mention the height. So let me just go up. So here you need to mention, right? So I will change this to be in a align content. So align content means it will be align the content in a vertical manner. Okay. So I'm giving this to be a center. See how it will be displayed. So I'm changing, I'm giving height. Height like these are 400 pixels. So now you can see, so change. Okay, so now you can see vertically it is in center place. Okay, and suppose if you are trying to give justify content to be center, then what happened? It will be in a perfect center. Okay, so and if and also we can use the other alignments as well. So example, the same thing, start. So vertically it is in the start point, and the end it will be at the bottom, vertically bottom. Okay, so this is how you will be designing things using a CSS Flex and grids. Okay, and we need to complete the CSS transition. So what is CSS transition, and how we can do using that. So CSS transition is we have some different values for that. Okay. Transformation is there and transition is there. So first we'll go with the transition. So how we can make a transition. So example, so better we can take this one. Okay. Um, okay, I'll take this class. Okay, and giving a name as A. So now you go up. What I will do is, so it is a .ea, right? So in this container, I want something to be done. So what is, so I'm setting a width, it's going to be 100 pixels. It's already mentioned, so better what we'll do is, I'm going to give a transition alone. So transition. Transition is the width, it takes some 2 seconds. Okay. Um, Actually, we need to mention the width and the delay timing. Okay, so when it should happen, when I click on that EA, when I click on that EA class, hovering that, I need something to be done. Okay, this hover is nothing but it's a pseudo classes. Okay, So if you want to make some changes or differentiation, then you can go with this elements and pseudo elements and classes are there. Okay. So here I'm changing the width to be some 400. So see here, when I click on this, it takes some 400 people. Can you see this? Okay. And also you can change the height also. Change this to be in height. So if I click on this, you can see the height is changing. Okay. So this is the way you will be doing a transition, and we have so many properties we can apply. Linear. There are some transition timing functions as well. Okay. So how can we do that? So let's do this. So here, what I'm going to do is for I'll remove this. There are some two containers are there, right? Let me give a name for each and everything. So I'll give a class name for this. So this is how I've created the classes, the class. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a different transition timing for this. So first one is I'm giving a dot e. So inside this dot e, I'll give a transition as transition. That is, this is a property. Okay. So transition timing function. It's going to be a linear. Okay. And then transition typing. Sorry, not for this. Uh, is it for B? For dot B, dot C, dot D, dot E. Like this, it will be. Just copy this one. Okay, so here I'm giving a value as ease, and this to be ease in, ease out, and this is ease in and out. So let's run this file. Check. So I need to mention the hover, right? So then only it will get changed. So I'm giving a hover value to be for dot A comma dot B comma dot C comma dot D comma dot E for all the I'm grouping the elements. So here I will give a width to be of 300 pixels and just change the grid column. How many columns are there? I'm just changing this to be 50, 50. Okay, better what I will do is I will use this in B and output. Let's take rows. I can give some 100 pixels, 200 pixel, 300 pixels. Seems it is not happening on this. And also these are called as a selectors, right? So mention dot ab with, and I have okay. Better what I will do this. Just I'll remove this and I'm just applying for this one. So here you can see it is some 300 pixels already. It is in 400. When I take this, you can see the difference, right? So and uh, for B, okay, just copy this, changing this to be a B, and I'm changing this to 600 pixels. This alone it is working. Okay, so what I will do is I will take this height also. I don't want this, and then also I don't want the width. Okay, better I'll go with a very simple example because the grid has been applied, right? So that it is taking such a long time. So so I'll tell you one example, then you can do. Okay. Just I'll remove all these things. Very simple example, so you can understand very clearly. I don't want to make this complicated. Go here and I'm creating one container. So example div IDS one, or I can take it as A. Just closing this container. So within this, I will give a name like linear. Okay. So like this, I'm having a different div container. So I'll change this to be ease, and this gonna be for ease in, and this gonna be ease out, and this is to be ease in out. And I will change the ID value. So here it is B, and this gonna be C, and here it is B, give this to be. So now just go up here. So we already mentioned, right? It has a ABC, but it's a ID value. So just I need to change this to be in a hash. That's it. Other everything is same. Hash, hash. So I'm not giving any colors. So let me give the colors as well. So here I've given transition everything. First I will create a container width and height. So I want this container to be a width of some 100 pixels and the height is going to be some 100 pixels, and then background color is some red. Transition, you need to mention the name as transition. So with this to S, how many seconds it should take to display the output. Okay, so when you come down here you can see div colon over this with this some 300 pixels. So see here, it starts, very slowly. That is linear will be gradual. So see here, it is so fast from the start and ends at a, slow. So it is very slow at starting and it is ending at a fast. It is both. Okay, both it is slow and this is what is in out. So this is how the CSS transition all about. Okay. So now kindly do one thing.